Oh, just one question. Very interesting presentation. But how do you think? Is it possible all of this in Russia? What are the prospects?
So Russia is very interesting because Russia has a history of a very high emphasis on education. Russia has always been extremely intent on mathematics and physics and chemistry, and even when it didn't have computers, it was still educating people at a very high degree. So I believe the key to Russia is education. This can happen in Russia as well.
But the problem is that our economy is a traditional economy. It's oriented on oil, gas producing, and what's not. And when we talk about digitalization, it's about efficiency. It's about how to use lesser oil, lesser energy, and whatnot. So I think it's a kind of problem for Russian economy. And how do you think about that?
But your problem is no different than Chile. Chile produces 1/3 to 40% of the world's copper. And the economy is based on natural resources. But the Chileans have invested in fiber optic everywhere. The Chileans have invested in education, a very high-level university education. The Chileans have invested in as a priority, encouraging entrepreneurs to start businesses. So I have great hope that the Russian people would see the same thing. You turn your natural resources, which will run out eventually, you turn your natural resources into the resources of the 21st and the 22nd century, which is innovation and entrepreneurship. It's not complicated, just do it.
We'll try. And the last question. Digital economy is an open economy. But now we have some not good trend about that the Russian economy become more and more closed, not open. How do you think? Will this trend will go on or it will be changed?
Well, so the digital economy has to exchange information in order to be effective. It's that simple. And so we are going through a political time in which the Russian economy is more closed than it used to be. But I believe that this is transient. People get emotional and they draw a line in the sand and they say, you cannot cross it. And I know there are import embargoes now in Russia, but it's just for a period of time. And so what I believe is the digital economy will open up Russia to experiencing new things, and the current frustrations that are going on globally, like in Paris, we will have to deal with this. But we will, because the human race will have to continue. And I hold great hope. I've had a great life, and I expect my children to have a great life.